Think I'm live. Good morning, everyone. This is Joseph with Smart Money Traders. We are live here looking at the market. We are here every day from uh, from Monday to Friday, from 9 to 12. Typically, I start about around 9:20. Depends on what I have going on before the market opens. So today we're gonna be looking at this. Market here, how we gonna be trading it. Looks like structure wise, this market is down. But before I get into that, again, we have a channel where we trying to build a community of traders. We're looking at this market together and learn from one another. And we do this, like I said, on a daily basis, and just look at the market from a perspective of how smart money look at the market. We look at structure, we look at volume, we look at order flow, different levels. There are several ways to skin a cat. Always is not the best way. It's just one of the ways that you can trade the market. Some people trade the market very uh, simple. It's complicated. We try to keep it as simple as possible, but this is a complex environment. And this is why I'm going to say the disclaimer, this is for education purposes only. This is not advised to buy or sell anything. As far as trading can be risky. And we definitely need to have the proper education and experience to trade this market properly. So with that said, again, it's 9:25 now on the East Coast. We don't take a position in this market at least at 5 minutes into it. The regular trading hours will start at 9:30 in about 5 minutes. So in the meantime, let's look at what we can expect today from the S&P futures here, which is primarily what we trade. We look at other markets also, for context and to look at the correlation between them. Let's say we're trading this market and we look at the Nasdaq, and the Nasdaq is going a different way. They're not going the same way. So that could give us pause. We're looking for confluence. We're looking for confirmation in everything that we do. So here we're looking at a 30-minute. This is a 10-minute chart, but I had the structure here is based on the 30-minute chart. So which is when you're doing day trading, 30 minutes is probably the highest I'm going to be going and look at the market. Now we know last few days in the market has been negative on a daily chart, but here I have plenty of information to go by here. This market looks like it wants to go lower. And this shaded area here, this is the overnight range. We're still in that range. Obviously, we're still in the overnight session. So it's going to start, the regular session start 9:30, like I said. So here on Friday, we had a big move down because of non-farm payroll. And we came back up to that low at some point later in the day, and we still sold off toward the end of the day. And yesterday we opened here where we closed pretty much. There was not a significant gap. So now we kind of marching our way down. So we're going to try to look to sell this market today, but we're going to be very careful toward the lows. So they could use those areas to bounce the market here. So that's why we gotta wait and see what's going to happen. So you may ask what's all those lines on my chart. Most of them are automated because I have a volume profile indicator that gives me, where the market has high volume and low volumes, and those tends to be points of reaction for the market. And also just market generated information. I like to trade based on what the market is telling me, not so much on my opinion or what I had a gut feel. Definitely after trading for close to 20 years, you have some intuition, you have some things that instantly you can look at and make a decision, but you want to definitely the market to tell you where it wants to go. Like right now, we're looking at a market that's bearish, but at the same time, it's really at a place where they could bounce it. We're going to be favoring the shorts at the moment, but we'll be open for long entries as well. So with that said, I'm going to, okay, it's 9:29. It's about a minute to the market open here. So let's see. All right. So the market about to be open. Now this chart is my structure chart. This one is my entry. Usually I use this to enter based on if a bar closes up or down when I decided. Because a lot of times you may decide to go long or short, but the minute you press the button, the market reverses against you. This one gives you, doesn't guarantee you're gonna win, but sometimes you sidestep some losses with this chart here. So we're getting some pink background again. We're kind of toward the low of the day, so we're gonna be very, very careful here. The low of the day is down here at 59.09. It's eight points away from it. We're not gonna touch it until again we get to 9:35. That's when we're gonna be looking at. This is my order flow chart. Again, I use this for confirmation. This has a lot of information here that tells you who's really in control of the market, because that's all you want to find out. You want to find out who's in control of this market. Is it the buyers or is it the sellers? So it's important for us to understand who's in control of the market at the moment. So that's why I use this chart here to give me that information. And we got some timing sales here. The timing sales is just showing all the transactions that happen in the market. I have a filter on it. I don't look at anything less than 5. If it's 5 contract, every transaction that happened in the market, it tells me if it's a buy or sell. And also, it will tell me, I got some other things you can look at. Okay, if this was a buy at the bid or at the ask, this is a little more advanced. That you can clearly see who's pushing this market. Like right now, if you see a lot of brown, that means the sellers are pushing this market, are being aggressive, which you can see here. And at the same time, you're going to see some buying happening. Because remember, for the market, for you to sell, somebody got to buy from you, and for you to buy, somebody got to sell to you. So like right now, we're at a pivot point. We wouldn't, again, it's 9:31. It's real early. So this market is going to go back and forth here. And the chart on the bottom left, it's a 1 minute chart that gives me, I use that market internals. I look at the tick. Usually if it's a high tick, we're going to try to sell it if it's in a downtrend. If it's a low tick, we're going to buy it if it's an uptrend. So that's the gist of it. Because you hear, if you use traditional indicators, you're gonna hear like oversold and overbought. Those are really like, the market can always go lower, it can always go higher. But in context, you can, if the market has a level that you would like to sell it at, and you have a high tick, yeah, that's probably, you always want to. That's probably a good place to go short. You always want to use more than one source of information when you're dealing with this market. Look for confluence. That's important, because like right now the buyers are pushing it higher. We looking. If we were to be entering right this second, we'll probably we'll try to press the buy button, but it's really not clear yet. We got 3 minutes in the market. See, this is why you don't enter at the beginning, because there's going to be a lot of back and forth here. So, and also today being Monday, it's a day to be cautious, because we don't know where the market is heading. It's like a plane taking flight, taking off. They're going south, but in order for them to find their bearing, they have to go north first. So you're gonna see a lot of that on Mondays. The volume is a little lower because this is when the big boys, they meet and figure out a plan for the week. So we'll be trading macros today, just to be, very risk management in trading is paramount. You can have the best strategies, and if you don't manage your risk properly, you're not going to be a profitable trader. So that's very, very important, to manage your risk and keep your losses small, and let your profit run. I mean, I know it's cliche, sounds cliche, but it really works. If you can just keep your losses small, and losses are part of trading. That's another thing. You gotta be able to accept those losses and live with them. So, looking at this market right now, we're heading to an area of resistance. So we may see a push down here, even though the background in green. But again, things are just not clear at the moment for me. 9:34. We got plenty of time here. Usually we're here until 12. But most days we are done trading and streaming before 12. In this market, you want to be in and out as much as you can. Like right now, again, there's a big fight happening right at the moment. Now, if this market goes higher here, we will look for a pullback. We like to enter the market on a pullback. If we determine where the market most likely will be going, we look for pullbacks, and that gives us a way to quantify our risk. Because if I enter here, let's say I want to enter, let me just make this, I want to enter right here. My stop will be all the way down here. But if after the pullback happens, I can put my stop below that swing, whatever the swing the pullback is going to be at. So like right now, this is too much of a shallow of a pullback for me. I'd like to come back down a little more, maybe to the POC, which is point of control. The POC is basically the area of the market most contracts have been traded. So that's usually serve as a resistance area or support area. So support is when the price was coming down and turns around to the upside. That's support. And like right now it's ranging. This market is ranging right now. So we don't actually know the likelihood, what's the likely direction here. Now, if we get a bounce at the POC, I'm gonna be ready to let me get my NDT, which is I use a little tool that helps me place my orders fairly quickly. Now, right now we heading down, so a lot of brown in the picture here, a lot of selling. Now, we're at a pivot point. See, this is a pivot point. And if we get a bar to the upside here, we might try to go long. But right, there we go, selling. So we'll be very careful today. It's 9:37. It's real early here. Yeah, sellers are coming in drove in the market right now. So now that ranging zone here. One technique we could have used to put a buy order at 27, a sell order at 19 and 3/4. That's another way we could have entered the market. We call that a bracket order when we're not sure which way it's gonna go. But again, it's so early that we have plenty of time to figure this out. Again, we came into this market saying, hey, the structure is down, it's bearish, so we're gonna definitely favor the short here. And this is what we're seeing right now. So the sellers are in control. So when the sellers are in control, I'm going to look for a pullback to the upside. If it bounce here, about 21. If it gets to 20 or 21, then I'll look to short it. But here would be chasing it for me, because again, my stop, typically my stop is about 5 points. That's my emergency stop, meaning here, if things go south, doesn't go my way, I know I have an order in there to say, hey, get me out. I was wrong. And in the market, you got to admit that you're wrong fairly quickly. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You got to admit it. That's why you have a stop. So and that's basically what we're looking at here. Again, it's a retest of those lows here. So we can see a push up here. A push up is definitely possible. So let me just wet my throat a little bit. I've not been 100% for the last couple of weeks, really. Got a little sniffle, a little cold going on, but I wanted to stream today anyway. Last night, before I went to bed, I thought maybe I wasn't going to be able to stream, but I said, you know what, I want to be able to stream and be consistent in what we do here. And we got to sell here. We got the market is going lower. Could it be a test of those? Because here you may say, hey, why didn't it go short here? Because it's too close to this pivot. When you're trading, if you have a pivot, which is like an area the market may bounce higher or lower, I mean, it can hit it and go higher or lower. So you assume it's always gonna hold until it actually fails. So if it like right now, it's holding a little bit. It's holding here. At the moment, I think also we have some bigger size coming in here. Let me see. What the size are coming on the buy and the sell. Okay. Yeah. I think if we break this pivot here, we may go short. Let's see. Can we get another? I think our alignment is to the downside at the moment. We're gonna have a stop limit here. Typically, I'm not a breakout trader, but if things are aligning in a certain way and things are showing that they may go that way, hey, we're not gonna try to miss it. Now, right now, we're looking at this pivot here that's about to break. Will it break? We don't know. That's why we had the order in, and we had a bar that went higher, so the order automatically canceled itself. So we're gonna go in order again to go short here. Let's see what happened. Market is ranging at this pivot, so let's see. Again, we're trading MES today because hey, we have a few accounts being copied in the background. So now we're short on the ES here. If we get to, again, our stop is up there for a reason, meaning hey, if we get up here, we're wrong in our assessment, and we may get caught here. That's the thing. Trading on those lows, you may get trapped here, and that's totally fine if that happens. We prepare for it. We got to stop. So now we have an ATM, which is gonna help us manage the trade. So when the trade gets to a certain level, it's gonna move it to break even, and go from there. So like right now, yeah, this back and forth here, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean a loss. Let me see, where's this high? This high is right there. Okay, I'm gonna give it 2 more tick, but yeah, we got stopped out. Again, this was one of those positions that we knew that could have happened. We were prepared for it. POC did serve as support, even though the order flow was showing the bearishness here. Now we're going higher. So what we'll do is we'll wait for a pullback, possibly to go long. I mean, this is a lot of speed here in this market. So meaning the buyers are really aggressive. See all those green numbers? Buyers are being aggressive here. We have some sellers here. One of the reasons we went short, we had aggressive sellers here. We had some momentum to the downside, which is here. Break all those ranges, but it turns around. So 0 for 1. 0 for 1 so far. Typically we go for 5 trades at least. Not at least, actually the most. That's our quota for the day. So we'll at the moment here, again, this was a big push up. We got some people short here and we got trapped. But still bearish in this market overall. But let's see what happened. We got some delta divergence, meaning we're having the market going higher, but the cumulative delta is not really moving it with the market. So meaning, we can see some sell here. Will it happen? We don't know. There was some and also we went close to the VWAP. We didn't make it. The VWAP is the volume weighted average price, which is a price area that the big banks, the big boys use to buy or sell. So the big banks was, hey, I want to sell, but I want to move it to the VWAP first and get a better feel for my clients. Here, I think we may want to try to short again. The structure on the 30 minutes still down. I'm looking at my different charts here. Let's see. Let's try this again. And usually after 3 times, you try a direction. If it doesn't work, hey, you're not in the right direction. And that may happen here. Yeah, that's above this little swing. Can we get to the low of the day? Yes, we could. As a matter of fact, if this happened here, we get this low. We may add to a position. Let's see. Get a negative bar here. We'll double a position. Something is, they may go to the VWAP here and get us out. Yes, they will probably do that. More myself up and may say, hey, why do you do that? Because I've seen the surge coming from the buyers here, which could be a surge to just get you out. Let's see. I don't get a negative bar here. Proper placement is here above this pivot. Let's see. Hey, if we get taken out here, we're gonna reassess a position above the VWAP. That's a safer place to move the stop. You know, because what they're doing here, they're fetching buyers and they're getting people along. And they maybe the white, it may be like the real thing, but when I'm looking at the order flow here, see those buyers up here so far they're trapped. They may get rescued, but there's 152 contract that traded here at the bid, at the bid compared to 17 at the ask, meaning overwhelmingly here the buy is starting to fade here. So looking at the order flow here, we're looking at, hey, this market may push down, but also we may get run over here. And this is my last stand here. Pivot, we got the VWAP. So there's a lot of things here that can push this market down. So let's see what we get here. You're gonna see me move my head back and forth. I have 4 screens in front of me, so I can only project one. So this is just my a little bit of the screen with the that I have. So that's on a day like Monday. We trade the micros, which is 10% of the regular size that we trade. We trade very, very small because of this kind of situation. Mondays can be a very, very difficult day to trade. There's a lot of back and forth going on right now. Okay, I think the sellers are getting a little more aggressive here. So let's see how it goes. See that there's 2 lines here. So I have an indicator that gives me if the market makes a few bars and doesn't go much anywhere, it gives me, hey, it's ranging. Now we may break this pivot and go higher. We may. And this is the thing with trading, you gotta always be ready to lose first. Then the winners will take care of themselves. If we can just manage the losers, I mean that's part of the deal here. Not always gonna win. Today we had 1 trade and 1 loss so far, and this is not looking too good because we close to the value area high, which could be resistance, but before we go down, they may take us out. So let's see what happened here. Yeah, so clusters happening here. If you look at this chart, let's make this bigger. See, there's a lot of divergence that happen here on the cumulative delta. And looking at this chart here, there's a lot of clusters, meaning some big trades happening in this area. So that's why you see the ranging, and the clusters are close to each other. So that's why you see this back and forth here. Again, we may get taken out here. We may definitely get taken out. And the frustrating part with trading, sometimes we may be right in direction. Your timing might be off. So that's another thing. And I want to say thank you to Tim. I see Tim in the on fan base. Thank you for being here. Sack Black, thank you as well. So See, this is uh, if we get a bar down here, that will could be an indication that this was a stop run. A stop run is when they go higher and take your stop out and then tag you out. Now, this we got tagged out here, so we're gonna wait. It's 9:54, so we're gonna wait until 10 to see what the market does. It's going into this resistance area. We may short it again. We may buy it. So now what we may see here, it may come back down to this. This was resistance. Now it's gonna become support. So it may come back down here and go higher. And if if that happens, we might be open for the long trade here. So let's see if we can get that. So somebody says something in the chat. Hey, what's up, Tim? Oh, Tim, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna start. I've been off fan base for a while. I mean, I've been in a few rooms here and there, but I'm gonna start basically opening the room here and share the live stream with people. And I have a YouTube channel. One of the reasons I have it is really to just vocalize my analysis, and kind of helps me honestly to with my trading. So it's 9:55. So we're gonna let the top of the hour go by. This is not I mean, clearly we're going in direction here. It looks like this market wants to go higher today. So hey, we're going based on overnight price action. Market structure is down. So things like that's gonna happen. This market's pushing higher. Now we just gotta wait for a pullback to engage. Lots of green coming in here. An area that we're probably going to be looking at to go long could be this area here between 35 and 32 and a quarter. This was resistance. So if it becomes support here, in fact, let me put it on all the charts, that way I have it everywhere. So this is the area that if we come back down here and turn around, we may look for a pullback. What's going on here? Oh, you know what? I kind of just reload this. It does happen. And if you look at the bottom right here, it's wrenching. Hopefully it goes back to the VWAP. That could be a nice support area here at 30. So if she goes back to that area, we might be able to engage here. 10 o'clock in a minute here, less than a minute. So I'm gonna wait before we make a decision here. Usually at the top of the hour like this, you're gonna see an acceleration up or down. So let's see what happens. So on fan base, let me change the title for this. Okay, it's getting to that zone here. Let's see what happens. It's 10 o'clock. Could it be the sell-off that we're looking for earlier, or is this just a retracement? Again, we're 0 for 2 for now. We're gonna take 3 more trades possibly, and let's see what happens. So like right now, we're seeing this push toward the VWAP. That dotted yellow line at the bottom right could serve as a support. The support again is an area of the market where the market was going down, hits it and turn the other way. Now if we break the support, it goes through it, so it may go lower. But if it's holding here, we may be in a position here to go long. Gonna be ready to go. Maybe another bar higher here. If we go bar high, let's see if we can try to buy it here. All this time I was talking and my phone, my mic was muted. Now I'm saying that we gonna at the view up again here. We may try another long. Let's see. Can we get taken up long here? If we get a negative bar, the market will get order will be canceled. So order got canceled. Once again, we're at a pivotal point here. I believe we might be going higher here. This is a pivotal point in the market. Yeah, order got canceled again. I'm gonna try a different time. This is why this market, we're not gonna get in until we get a positive bar on the Union Renko here on the bottom right. Because I do believe this is the swing they came back, and I think some people got definitely short here. In this market, you got to look at it. It's always there to trip you off. You know, you're not. It's not there. It's not your friend. All you got to do is those guys that are playing against. They want to take your money. You know, the way they're gonna take your money is for them to win or you to lose. So for you to be wrong. So right now we got taken out long. Let me see if we can. I may above this swing. I think I'm gonna double my position if we get there. And right now we think so long thing like they want to go short. I think of this position here. That could be my last trade because we 1 and 2. And usually when you have 3 losses, usually it's like 2 strikes you're out. You know, because typically the maximum, the most trades I'm going to be taking on a day typically is 5. So if 3 of them are negative trades, so I don't need to stick around for trying to get back. And revenge trading is a killer. You know, and everything I'm talking about here, guys, it's things that I've experienced before. Okay, we got double here. Let me see, where are we? 30. So I want to give it 5 points. So let's just 35 here. So let's see if we can go higher here in this spot. What was the overnight high? I wonder. It was 67. Looks like most likely we're gonna get taken out here, and if we do, I think we'll be done trading for the day as far as taking positions. But we may still let the market kind of keep an eye out for the market, but not taking any positions. Again, Sackback is on Fanbase. I'm streaming on YouTube, but I have another platform called Fanbase that I have one person on. So thank you for being there. Once again, as you can see, your stop position is paramount because we knew that, hey, coming down 1 point here, I give it 1 more point to get me a little more room because I double my position. Now, Had I not done that, I would have been out of this trade. Now, I still may lose this trade, but you got to do everything that you can so they don't cheaply come and take you out. Because that's what, the big guys are trying to do. They're trying to, if they want to bring the market up, right? If they want to bring the market up, they want you to sell to them, because this is a sell order for me to sell here if the market gets to here. So they want you to sell to them so they can bring the market up. They want to buy from you, basically. You sell to them. So that's why your stop, they got to be in a position that's strategic, that's not easily get taken out. Because a lot of times people trade with a very tight stop, and they have the fear of losing money. And also trading is, if you fear of losing money, you shouldn't be trading. You shouldn't be trading. You have to have risk capital. If you're trading your rent money and your mortgage money, yeah, please don't do that. There's plenty of opportunities out there where you can get funded with different prop firms that will give you risk capital. You just need to demonstrate that you can trade, and they'll give you money. Like right now, again, just moving my stop, give them an opportunity to still be in this trade. Is this trade going to be a winner? We don't know that. I don't know that if it's going to be a winner. But I just know that, hey, I still have a chance. I'm still in here. Can they come back and tag me out here? Again, I'm moving my stop down because the ATM move it. I know they're going to come back and try to tag me here because I'm right around the VWAP. I got in right around the volume weighted average price because that's an area that there's going to be a little probing going on, back and forth going on here. If we get something above 36, if we go above 36 here, then I can hear in the background here, I have another, I can hear the buyers coming in. I have an audible system that's telling me the buyers are getting more aggressive now. So if the buyers are getting more aggressive, everything that's happening now is just noise. So you don't want to get caught in the noise here, So we're still not, our stop is still not in profit, but let's see if we can get that first target. It'll be 10 points on that first target, about 10.5 points. So that would be great. Ultimately, really what we would like to see to rally to the overnight high. If this market's going to rally, I think it's probably going to, because he never, let me see, from 9:30. So he never took out the overnight low, which is significant. That's another reason that going short earlier here before taking out the overnight low, in hindsight, that's another thing with trading. Hindsight, you're always going to be right in hindsight. But will trading happen on the right edge? That's what I do. I do this live stream because if you're going to learn how to trade, I can scroll back in the chart and tell you exactly, we already know what happened, but I can tell you why it happened, and then it makes sense. But in the moment, that's where real trading happen. It's in the moment, Like right now, we're looking to see if we can get the first target, and the next pivot is the second target, and we're looking for a nice runner. We're looking for a nice runner to go to the overnight high, which is at 67. Sorry. I have it at 85 here. Okay, 67.50. So, you pay yourself as the market goes your way, and you have the ultimate target at 57.50, which is the overnight high. Now, this market, because we had two losers already, we're going to be careful here to probably move to break even. We can always re-enter. That's the thing with this market. We can always re-enter. If they come back here and tag us out, it'll be a break-even trade. Because we can always re-enter. Then that will be a break-even trade. We're not going to lose any money on that trade at the moment. We are break-even. If they come back and tag us out here, that's fine. So I'm a little more aggressive moving my stop, because we have 2 losses and one win. Now, if we're profitable for the day already, then I could probably give it a little more room here. But them coming back down here and tag us out, it's totally possible. And looks like it's going to happen. So, let's see. Okay, got taken out, a break even. That could be the double. Usually I talk about a double pullback. I think I like this entry here. If we get back up there. Okay, got cancel. Got some trap traders at the moment. Some sellers got trapped down here. So let's see if this market's gonna go higher. Then we're not. With the proper place statement, it would be below the swing, and this would be a last trade. This would be a last trade here. We're gonna give it 2 more points, and if we break this pivot, we're out of this trade. Also, we're gonna try to get back in here. Double position if we go. Definitely not going our way at the moment. Looks like we might be get tagged out here, and that'll be the end of our session. We want to stay within. Again, that's why we trade today. We trade MES. Today was one of those days. It's like a feeler day. We're just filling out the market. We're filling out the market. If it works, so. See, overnight high, which is at 67, which is right around here. Yeah. If we break this pivot here, we be out. Will this pivot hold? Some aggressive buyers here. And there was a 426 contracts here. So, but we may get taken out here. So we got stopped out once again. 1-3 today. Not the best. I would have got a little stubborn here trying to. I think our first premise when we opened this stream was this market structure is down. We're gonna try to short it. We shorted a couple of times here, and we got taken out both times. Then we bought. We got one target hit, and then got break even in the remaining position. Now we're going lower. Looks like the direction for the remainder of the day looks like it's gonna be short. As we think, then the 30-minute structure is down, so I wanted to short it, but we got caught up here by shorting it too close to those lows. They went it all the way up and trying to break it. Now they're trying to bring it back down again. So with that said, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I don't know if anybody has any questions. No. So basically, 1-3 today. Traded MES for that reason, because I know today was probably going to be one of those days that the market doesn't. I'm not seeing it right. And also coming in here, I see this is, we got a low tick up here, so that makes sense. The market turn around up here. I just wasn't looking at this. Definitely wasn't seeing the market right today. So that's another thing you gotta realize in trading. You're not gonna see the market right every day, and we get to trade it another day, which is the most important thing that you can do. Now, right now, it's clearly a bearish market, but let's, I think right now we looking like we're gonna take out that overnight low, which is at 5808. Well, let me come bouncing back here. So most of the volume got traded up here so far in this, from this bar. So meaning, a bounce can happen here at any time. I think a bounce is possible here, but it's just not clear. So we're gonna get off the stream, and thank you for being here. Thank you for, I think there's someone on fan base. Not sure. Say K Solutions. Thank you for being here. Yeah, let's end the stream and end the room, and we will see you guys later. Take care and God bless.